Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to work on the call management panel, what are the products of Sky Voice, and also how to raise invoice for your customer. So let's begin with our call management panel or the call recording panel. So once you log in inside this panel, this is how our panels look like, and you can see here various options in the dashboard like extension, where you can view your extension number, then the enquiries, today's appointment, search, tag, then generate enquiries option, and many more options like inbound, outbound, all the missed calls list and everything. So this panel we are mainly using for generating the customers details. So once we have generated the customer inquiries, the details of the customers can be found inside this panel, and also we are using this panel for updating our client status as well as for listening the call recordings and durations of our customer. So once you log in inside this panel, what the very first thing which you are going to do is you are going to generate the enquiries. So once you have generated the enquiries from here, you can see the list of customers being assigned to us. So once you're generating the enquiries, it can be found in the new enquiries. So once clicking on new enquiries, you can see the list of customers here. So the very first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to call to any one of the customer here. So you can see their name, email, mobile number and their message and all the details like state, pin code, address, city and all, address and all. So I'm going to call any of the customer here, choosing their number. So once I've spoken with the customer, if the particular customer has told me that they will be updating the status within tomorrow or after next day, I have to now update the status here in the panel as well. So you can see here three dots here. Click on those three dots. You can see two options, edit enquiries and generate call history. So generate call history option is for listening your call recordings with that particular customer. And now we need to update the status. So click on edit enquiries. So once you click on edit enquiries, you can see here tag, status, command and all. So come to status. Click on the status. So this customer has told me to call tomorrow. So I'm just updating their date on the coming day. And I'm just updating leaving a comment here just for my reference, and I'm giving on submit. So you can see that status has been updated successfully. So now this particular customer data was first available in new enquiries. Now it can be found in the postponed enquiries list. You can see here it's now turned to postponed enquiries list. Now next thing what we can do is, again going to new enquiries, we are going to call to the next customer. So I'm going to call this particular customer. So after speaking with this customer, the customer is interested and purchasing a plan, like they have finalized the plan from us. What I have to do is I have to go to edit enquiries option. I have to click on select status and I have to give on signed in, enter the invoice number, leave a comment for my reference, submit it. It will be now found on the signed in enquiries list. Next is the ringing enquiries. So you're trying to call a customer, and if you're unable to reach with them, what you have to do is you have to go to edit enquiries. You have to click on select status, go to ringing. You have to keep a date on next which day we have to call them. So keep a particular day, just enter the status for my reference, ringing, go to submit. So you can see that all the status have been updated successfully. Now the next thing is you can see an option here called today's appointment. So today's appointment option, when you click on this, you can see some list of customers here. So in this particular column, you will find the list of customers whose you have postponed earlier for calling on today's date. So for example, I'll show you a demo here. So let's take any particular customer detail, go to edit enquiry, and the customer told me to call today itself by evening. So I'm going to postpone and I'm giving today's date itself, clicking on 30th. So like I'm just entering a status for my reference, and you can see the postponed date is on today, and I'm leaving call evening, and you have to click on submit option. So once you have submitted, you can go to today's appointment and you can see that particular customer detail on today's appointment date. So this is how you have to update the ringing, postponed, signed in status and all. And also when you go to new enquiries, if you want to add any particular customer details by yourself, you can also add by clicking on add enquiry option. You can add the basic details like the name, mail ID, and you can leave a message and you can save them. Then it will be found here in this list. So this is how you need to maintain the panel. So again, once again coming to our dashboard. So you can see here various options like the last month's call duration, this week's, yesterday's, today's, and also you can see the total signed in enquiries of today, then yesterday's calls, last month's calls, And also bottom here you can see the recent calls. So whichever calls you have made, the caller date, caller ID, destination, duration, recordings and everything can be viewed here. And also when you click on this list, inbound, inbound missed call, outbound missed call, you can view all the details. So like for example, just click on the inbound calls. So you can see the inbound calls, today's, yesterday's, last week, last one. So for example, I'm clicking on last week. So you can see the details here. So the date, the timing, like whether they have answered or not, the call duration, and also you can check your staff's call recording here. So you can download also, and you can see the downloading option, and all the details and everything can be found here. And also you can just click here for the support chat. You can enter your name, mail ID, and you can talk to our technical support for any of your queries. So this is how guys you need to work and you need to maintain the call management panel. Now I'm going to introduce you about SkyVoice. So SkyVoice is one of the best call management system for your business, where you can track your calls and inquiries regarding your business. So SkyVoice has got different products like toll-free, virtual, local numbers, and voice broadcasting facilities, transactional SMS, promotional SMS, advanced voice messages, and many more. So let me introduce you all one by one. So this is our SkyVoice website. So when you enter this website, you can see here the toll-free, virtual, the features and everything. So let me explain you one by one. Starting with toll-free number. So as you all know, what is toll-free number? So toll-free number starts with 1800. It's a business number which is integrated with IVR, giving your customers 24/7 service to connect with your customer care services. So some of the benefits of this toll-free numbers are like it's given in the website already, like call tracking, instant report, analytic report, call recording, remarketing, and many more options. Next thing is the virtual number. So virtual number is also an IVR integrated number which can map several numbers at the back end of your virtual number. So this is also generally used for business calls and for maintaining and managing the calls. So some of the features of virtual numbers are also like call tracking, call recording, for remarketing, analytic report, etc. And now the third product is local number. So local number is we can convert our existing mobile number to a toll-free or a virtual number with IVR, and you can manage your business calls. So now if you want to know the pricing and features, you can come here. You can click on the features. You can see some of the features of all this virtual, toll-free and local numbers mentioned here, like the call recording tracking, live call info, live dashboard, etc. And also if you come to pricing, so whenever you're talking to a customer and the customer wants to know about the pricing, you should be coming here and you can see the virtual plans starting from 900 to 9,000 rupees, and some of the features like 1,000 free minutes, 2 users, call recording, SMS alert, single level IVR. And if you go to the higher plans, you can see that the calls are unlimited here, and 20 users, 5 simultaneous calls, and many more options are available here. And coming below, you can see the toll-free plans. So toll-free plans are starting from 1499 per month and it's going till 9,000, and you can see the various options like free minutes, so 1,500 free minutes, etc. So now when the customer wants to purchase any one of the plan from us, next what you have to do is they have to go to this choose business number. So click on this choose business number. So you can see the plans and the pricing. You can see a various list of numbers mentioned here in the regular plans. So they can select any. So these are the toll-free number plans which are mentioned. And if they want to see the virtual number, you can see a list of virtual numbers also given. And if they want a local number, they can enter their common number, mobile number, 10-digit mobile number, and they can convert it to a toll-free or a virtual number. So once they are choosing a plan, so they have to select that particular plan, and you can see the monthly rentals here mentioned. They can choose anyone and they can click on buy now option and they can sign in using their mail ID and they can make the payment. And you can also view some plans in silver, gold and diamonds for fancy numbers and all. So once the invoice is clear, the SkyVoice team will be doing the activation work of the customer within the next 24 hours. And so now I'm going to show you the voice broadcasting of SkyVoice. So for this you can log into skyvoice.in/voice message. So you can log, this is how this panel looks like. So using your mail ID or any demo link, you can log in inside this. So this is how our dashboard looks like. You can see here the voice messages, transactional, promotional, advanced voice message, the total credits, pending, active campaigns, completed campaigns, etc. So let me introduce all these things one by one to you. So starting with voice messages. So voice messages are generally used for sending bulk voice IVR notes to our customer. So suppose if you have got any promotions or any advertisement for your company or for your shops, you can send an IVR note to the customers. A 60-second IVR will be reaching to the particular customer. Next thing is the transactional SMS. So in transactional SMS, according to your business name, you can make a sender ID of 6 digits. For example, for Skyvoice, we are making SKYVOI. Likewise, with a 6-digit character, you can send bulk SMS to your customers, and it can contain characters up to 160. Next thing is the promotional SMS. So promotional SMS is also similar to transactional SMS, where you can send bulk SMS of 160 characters to customers. Next is the advanced voice message. So in advanced voice message, it is similar to voice message where you can send the IVR notes to the customer. So the difference between this voice message and the advanced voice messaging is in voice message we can only send an IVR note to the customer. But in the advanced voice messages, when the customer is getting the IVR call, once the IVR is completed, the customer has an option to reply back to the IVR. By clicking on any of the extension, the customer can reach to the particular executive of the particular company or shop, and they can speak with the executive. Also, once the call is finished, there is they will be getting a message, service message after the call, and also the particular company will be getting the detail regarding the particular customer. So now I'm going to show you how you have to create the campaign for all this. So let's start from voice messages. So here we have to go to create campaign. So click on create campaign. You can see here, so you can enter the whatever you want to add here, and the dial out number. So dial out number you can have it, or you can just choose it here from our dial out number list itself. You can choose any number with the regular plans of like 2500 and all. And also like you can enter the date, starting date, the messages, which day or to which day it should be given, and the timing, all the details. And you can upload the audio file from your computer, and also the audio name and the audio description for the reference. So once you have saved this, our team will be verifying this, and after activation you can find this campaign in activated campaign. So you can see the details here. So into activated campaigns, now you have to add contacts. So we can go to add contacts. You can enter the contact name or number, or else if you want to add some list of customers in bulk, you can add from here itself. You can download this Excel format. You can take all the list of customers from here. You can upload it, and you can submit up to 5,000 or 10,000 contacts. And next thing is like again you can go here and you can click here activated campaign, and if you want to see the campaign, you can view the list of all these things. And again, if you want to like see this completed campaign or view repeat history, you can view those details as well. And next is the transactional SMS. So in transactional SMS, you can create the sender ID like any 6-digit like Sky Voice, like you can enter, and you can also enter the 160 characters here. And once it is done, you can find it here and you can submit. So once these things are done, we can also see the details of send SMS and view send history, and same for promotional SMS as well. And similarly, how we did for voice messages, you can do it here for the advanced voice messages as well. You can go to create campaign, and you can add all the details here, the name, dial out number, messages, and so you can add the extension number, like to which extension the calls would be going. And similarly, like the voice messages, you should upload the audio file, give the name, description, and SMS. So this is how you need to create the campaigns here. And you can see the payment history here. If you want to buy any credits for the voice messages, you can see the pricing list here, the slabs, etc. and transactional, advanced voice messages and all. So this is how you have to work in this panel. And you can see here in the dashboard like total how many credits are remaining, pending campaigns, activated campaigns, completed campaigns and all. You can view the report below, and this is how you have to send the bulk voice SMS and bulk messages.